Hi, I'm Kate from HR or People Operations. As entrepreneurs, you find yourselves constantly looking for ways to improve and grow your business by increasing its value. However, from planning to execution to taking care of day-to-day operations, you simply don't have all the time you need to accomplish everything you need to do or feel like you ought to be doing. And there are a multitude of other things where your time and energy prove to be more valuable, such as your business strategy and high-level decision making. So why don't you get some help, delegate some of your responsibilities, and spare yourself from the stress of having to worry about time-consuming administrative tasks and other mundane details. That way, you can finally focus on your business core priorities. So let me show you how you can hire your first virtual assistant. Before we dive into the specifics, there are a couple of basic principles to recruitment and onboarding that you need to know. First is what comprises the recruitment lifecycle. There are varied ways of going about hiring an employee, but this 10-step process includes all the essentials that will not only enable you to hire, but will guarantee you of a quality hire who, given the right opportunity, can be an asset to your business. Later on, I will talk about these steps in detail, but for now, I'd like to give you a quick run-through of what it takes to hire that much-needed virtual assistant, otherwise commonly known as VA. So recruitment and onboarding require assessing and defining the need to hire, creating a job description, posting of job advertisement, sourcing and initial screening of candidates, testing of shortlisted candidates, interviewing further shortlisted candidates, reference checking for prospective hire, selecting talent for hire, preparing and conducting a job offer, and finally, onboarding the newly hired employee. Other than ensuring that you are thorough in your pre-selection process, you also need to know and understand who it is exactly that you're looking for. Beyond the technical skills and related competencies, there's something greater at stake if you want to hire somebody who you want to be able to trust your business activities with. So what makes a great talent? There are 8 very important things that you wouldn't want to miss, especially in your first hire. These are drive and intrinsic motivation, passion, commitment, learning and growth mindset, creativity, innovation and problem-solving skills, active communication and collaboration, confidence and ambition, and grit and versatility. So what is it specifically that you need to gauge and look out for? For drive and intrinsic motivation, you need to know what drives the individual. Is he or she self-directed and genuinely interested in creating value in every possible way? Do you see the candidate doing what he or she does simply because of the enjoyment and fulfillment he or she gets from it? It's also vital to understand that there are 2 types of motivation. One is extrinsic, which is motivation coming from external factors such as rewards and recognition, and the other, intrinsic motivation, whereby an individual is inherently motivated to do something because he or she gets internal gratification by doing it. And what internally motivates people are defined by 3 things. First is autonomy, or having the freedom to be able to work independently. Second is mastery, or a complete understanding and familiarity over one's role. And last but not the least, an undeniable sense of purpose. For passion, you need to determine, what does the individual feel strongly about? Is he or she passionate about the role, the prospective employer's business, or the industry as a whole? Where does the candidate get the greatest satisfaction from? To measure a candidate's level of commitment, you can be guided by these questions. Does the individual's work history and personal experiences indicate commitment and follow-through? In what instances was he or she able to show dedication towards a task, a goal, or a cause? Is the candidate's reason for leaving the previous job or looking for a new opportunity well-founded? What has and always will be crucial and valuable is the learning and growth mindset. Is the individual curious and doesn't hesitate to ask questions? What are the measures he or she takes to develop himself or herself? How has the candidate demonstrated growth, both personally and professionally? Creativity, innovation, and problem-solving skills will definitely take you a long way. A few things you should look out for. Is the individual capable of coming up with and executing new ideas? Is he or she a self-starter who is not only willing to take the lead, but can also initiate and embrace change? In what specific ways has the candidate shown a strong ability to think on his or her feet and address issues head-on? It also makes a world of difference if your employee values active communication and collaboration. So does the individual communicate in a proactive and effective manner? Does he or she listen actively and is responsive to others? Has the candidate exhibited success in working with a team or has attributed his or her achievements to collective efforts? What can easily be overlooked in hiring but goes hand in hand with drive is confidence and ambition. Is the individual confident about his or her strengths and acknowledges his or her weaknesses? Does he or she possess both short and long-term goals? What has the candidate done so far that signifies he or she knows how to grab a good opportunity when it presents itself? Lastly, you want somebody who can make it happen. But if getting to where you want to be proves to be more difficult than you thought, then you need somebody who'll hit the ground running and will keep on trying. So go for grit and versatility. Find out what particular challenges has the individual encountered and overcome. Does he or she display flexibility in different situations and has the ability to cope with various work demands? How does the candidate deal with obstacles? How did he or she achieve desired results despite things not going his or her way the first, the second, or even the third time? Landing these great hires aren't easy. It might even initially seem more challenging than having to juggle everything. That's why it takes diligence and determination. But when you do find the right person for your business, they'll be worth it. So never settle.